There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Yaya Toure. Costa Curta looking to run onto it. Big header! Goal! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
After 66 minutes is number 9, Jan Koller. Substitution on the field, number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Great chance! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Bayern Munich grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Koller.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Lyon have got it back, and they'll have another go. Lyon perhaps contemplating their next change here. Lyon needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. Araujo wins the duel this time.
Bayern Munich showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
De Jong. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Koundé. Now that's a fine challenge.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Maradona. Substitutions taking place.
They've played it short. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Maradona. Lyon are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Real chance here. Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Lyon take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to
Added
stress
minute
that
has
there's
been
still time
indicated.
for another, so we can't be...
He's got tall! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lyon have their third corner. Messi plays it short. And he's been shifted off it. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Musiala. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. Out for a throw. Guardiol. Pirlo! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Fernando Torres is a name that jumps out. At his absolute best, he's unplayable. That love of running behind defensive lines has always been his forte, and with the right service, he could absolutely thrive here.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Gabriel Jesus, and it's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot! Goal! Leon! What an incredible feat! A legendary feat! 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. There's the shot! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Neymar. Dembele. Messi. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, good read. Lyon have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Lyon finding their passes. Picked out, he's had a shot! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's played forward. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-round forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
Yeah, first time since 2002 that the final hadn't gone into extra time. And indeed, the first time since 1966 that 6 goals were scored. What a game it was. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Oh, great. And Hullet! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Bullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Bruyne. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Still goalless. Adams.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Araujo. And it's Vieira. Yaya Toure. Guardiola goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Neymar. Oh, it's Dembele. He's away. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, this looks sharp. De Bruyne.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Hullet. He's got away. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Bruyne. Griezmann! And he's had it nicked away. Costa Curta. And Adams.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Conte, quality ball. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's De Bruyne. Griezmann, a player who needs no... Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is a great ball. It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And the finish! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet quickly taken. Neymar. No way through, so back it... Can he put it away? Now that is commitment to the cause. Vardiol plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. He is through here. Griezmann. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's Dembele! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
How's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Conte. Now it's De Bruyne. And the flag has stayed down. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Hoeneß. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Saliba gathers from the goal kick.
Lyon are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Costa Curta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Hoeneß. And here's Hullet. And reclaimed it in a trice. Just about up to the hour now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's Dembele. Adams. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, it's Dembele. Lyon are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Dembele, oh, just skips past his man. De Bruyne, that's really well manoeuvred. Now, what about a counter-attack? De Bruyne cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Griezmann.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 8.
And
Número
here's
21.
Musiala.
Número 18.
Pedri.
Entran número 12.
Lyon are,
Número
of course, in a
7.
position to
Número
go to the bench should the
42.
need arise.
Número 20.
Messi
Messi.
stood his ground
Número 15.
strongly.
Cambio.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, important interception. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
De Jong shapes to shoot. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Lyon leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of rich... Shot a goal! Koundé. Musiala. And they can counter here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got tall. It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.